All right, I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. Put your hands together, family.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right,
hey,
I
hey,
see y'all.
hey.
I see y'all. Hey, y'all, it's been a good year. There's been
Yeah,
a
man.
lot going on, but you know what? This is our last one of the year
Yeah,
for
buddy.
2023. That's
Yep.
right. So hopefully we're gonna talk about some good stuff, y'all. Ending up the year. Are you ready for the new 2024?
Well. Yeah.
You know what? I got an affirmation. Y'all know what my affirmation is?
I have no idea.
Blessings and more in 2024.
Oh, look out, y'all.
That's right. Keep it
Hey,
moving.
hey.
It's up here.
All right.
Hi, Ella from Milton.
Hey, Mela, how are ya?
Yeah.
Going to
As we bring everybody in, I want to welcome everyone. Big B, we're going to bring down sound here. We're going to come down.
Yeah, man.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Herb, how you doing, buddy?
All right.
All right, man. All right. I tell you,
And we're going to come off sharing here.
Dr. B just makes it happen. It just pops. I love it like that.
All
Boy,
right,
I
all
tell
right,
you.
family. Good to see everybody, and I want to welcome you all to the family tree. And this is the place where you get a chance to talk about all that's holistic health and all that is natural. And hopefully, we say that's going back to nature itself. And it's a break from all of the things that we hear, and we try to demyth a lot of what's going on because we say the family tree is the place to be because
I
this
know,
is
man.
where we go back to the ancient laurel customs. Ancient laurel trees were the trees we gathered around, and we talked about what was going on. This is our cultural, this is part of our humanity. And that whenever you had a problem, you go and hit with the tree, and guess what? Around the tree, you solved your problem because that was your what? Your
Social security. Yes, sir.
You gotta say it slow to catch it. Social security. Everybody say social security. Because it's
Social Security.
it's not a check.
Social.
It is your family. How about that?
That's right.
So
that's
with
right,
that
that's
being
right.
the case, we say we can, depend on each other to get questions, concerns, and matters of the heart solved by the people that are close to us. So with that, we want to make sure this platform is something that you can ask questions for. If you have a question, concern, anything on your heart or your mind, you want to join the conversation, go down to the reaction bar at the very bottom. You'll see a little smiley face there. Click that. Raise your hand like Big B up there. See Big B up there? And Big B, as he raises his hand there,
Smiling face.
you can actually
I don't
find
see
out.
this.
You can ask your questions.
No.
We'll put you in a
Where's the
queue.
smiley face?
If you're someone that does not want to be on camera, you can actually go in and you can put in the chat box. And
That's
put down
right.
the chat box your question and concern, and then we'll try to get to you. And if someone that says, hey, well, I'm calling in by phone and I did not get the prompt that actually tells you how to actually do the link and actually to raise the hand, don't worry, just let us know you're calling by phone and
That's
we'll
right.
get you in. All right.
Keith says reactions. So look for reactions. Hit that
Reactions,
button.
right where it says
Reactions.
reactions.
See that?
Like with it,
Then
it's
raise
like
your
a
hand.
smiley face with a
See
plus.
that?
on
Just
it.
like that, man.
Yeah, there you go. All right. See it down there, Keith? Okay. So right at the bottom, you have a menu bar at the
Yep.
very bottom. Okay, you'll see right next to show captions, it says reactions.
There you go.
Right there.
Well,
All right.
some for some of the folk, Dr. Paul, it's upgraded to AI companions and then reactions. So,
Yep.
so that
I
just
have
want to
an
make sure
AI
you.
companion also. Yep.
Okay.
So anywhere on that bar down there, somewhere you're going to see reaction.
There you go.
And we'll get your question, concern in. And
Yipper,
also,
yipper.
if we can't answer the question, we'll try to get it to you, right?
Yeah.
Big B over there. Let's get Big B, Bill
Whoop,
1L
whoop,
Morgan
whoop, whoop,
ahead
whoop.
over there, the host with the most.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
What's
man.
up,
Yeah,
buddy? How
man.
you doing over there, man?
Hey, man, doing well. We had a little bit of a shine. What you call a little drizzle today. Other than that, got no complaints, man.
Okay.
Something tried to catch me on the weekend. You and I talked about it.
Yeah,
But,
man.
I got my stuff and it whooped it, boy. You hear my voice in the back, right? Oh man.
It happens, man. It happens. You know, a lot of people are having little colds and little sniffles going around.
Yeah,
So, you
yeah.
know, you got to stay up on top of your stuff. But you know what? If you're doing right, Big B, like you were, you can knock it out in a day.
Yes,
Knock
ma'am.
it
That's
out right
exactly
on the
it.
day.
That's
As soon as they
exactly
try to
it.
jump on you, you say, "Whoop,
So
knock that one out."
get out of here, man. What's up with
Yep.
you?
So, Big B, before we start, tell everybody how they can participate with the family tree and also help us keep this thing moving because we're going into 2024. We appreciate all those that are helping us out and those that are actually making their donations for
Yes.
you know, because they all go into the development of the program, which means Big B over there is doing all of the editing and things and posting and all those and we just want to make sure things are taken in consideration. All right. So
And
Big
sometimes,
B,
Doctor, we fighting the formats, boy, because they be saying y'all giving them
I
too much
know
information. We don't
giving out
want you
too
in
much
here.
information. We didn't got banned so many times.
Because for a while they kept us off for a minute, but you know what?
Yeah,
God
yeah.
is good and keeps on
God
coming,
is
y'all.
good. Keep it
So
moving.
here we go. Now let's make sure that you get a copy of tonight's chat. Okay, get a copy of tonight's chat. Send me an email. That's to Mecca Video, MECCAVIDEO at gmail.com. Again, that's Mecca Video at gmail.com. Now, to continue to support the family tree, use my Cash App. That's $BILMORGAN. Again, that's $BILMORGAN. And if you sort of share through your bank, through Zelle, guess what? Send that right through where? Dr. Paul at drpaulherbs.com. Or you can do what? You can send directly to my post office box right over here in Mullica Hill. That's P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Guess what? That helps us to stay up and keep rolling and make sure we get all this stuff back out to you. Keep the family healthy. That's what it's all
All
about.
right. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Big
Yes,
B.
sir.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Big
man.
B.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
you know, family, this is actually, we say, the last one of the year that we're going in. And I hopefully that this platform has been a blessing to you and your family. And that's why the last one I usually sort of utilize this time with the family to talk about, you know, this thing called resolutions. You hear it
Mm-hmm.
every year. Everybody makes a resolution. And then by the end of January and then all gone.
Yeah.
All gone. You know, whatever it is you said you was gonna do, you ain't doing. But really, where are we talking about resolutions? Or are we talking about habit changes and lifestyle changes? So I want to talk a little bit about that today. You know, lifestyle changes in the world that's moving forward, moving backwards, we're moving forward.
Yes.
So we want to talk about that. And I invite you to the conversation of what are you going to do moving forward? What has this year taught you? I'd like to hear from you this evening. You know, what has this year taught you? That if you got anything from, you know, this program that has been helpful and has been a blessing to you in your heart and your mind, anyway, and your family, we like to hear it today. So that's part of our what we call testimonies. And the testimonies we say go a long way because one shall set 1,000 a flight, two shall set 10,000 a flight. So we always open up with, you know, what are testimonies that the family may want to bring forward. Anybody in their heart and their mind, I want you to open up the floor right now, Big B. So
Hey, Dr.
anything
Paul.
that we have, we would be a blessing. So if there's anyone with a testimony, I want to ask you right now, the floor is officially open.
I have
All right.
one.
Okay, Bianca.
Bianca, go ahead, Bianca.
Yes, I actually have two.
Okay.
Go ahead with your bad
So-
self.
All right. All right now.
So, I've been feeling great, right? And Friday
Okay.
night, about Friday night, my throat started feeling a little scratchy. So, was continuing drinking the onion tea and doing,
Try mute yourself, Farouk. Mute yourself,
I
Farouk.
got it. I got it.
Okay, good.
was
All right, go
doing
ahead.
everything normally that I do. Went to bed. When I woke up Saturday morning, I felt like a truck hit me.
Mm.
And I had the chills and I had a horrible headache. And I was just like, what's going on? So I'm a school counselor. Everybody in my building is sick.
Mm.
And I was just talking with one of my coworkers, and she was saying how she's going to Disney for winter break, and she's been sick, but she was like, "But I ain't testing because I'm going on my trip." And I said, "You're not testing? You don't feel well?" And she said, "No, I just refuse to test because I'm not staying home. I'm going on the trip." So I said to myself, I got folks walking around here. They don't know what they have. And I didn't have my mask with me. So long story short, I went to get tested. I went to urgent care Saturday afternoon. They tested me for the flu, strep throat, and COVID. Don't you know I tested positive for COVID?
Nah, girl, go ahead.
I said 2023, and I'm gonna test positive for COVID. So I tested positive for COVID. I had to quarantine. And I was feeling bad Saturday, really bad. That headache was really kicking my behind. And all I had was the chills, and I had the headache, and I had a lot of congestion in my head. So I think I inboxed you, Dr. Paul, and I was like, the doctor was trying to get me to take that some prescription he was going to prescribe for COVID. And my mom was like, "You better check with Dr. Paul before you do that." So I scrolled through my phone, and I found the whole protocol for fighting COVID. I found that because I had took a snapshot of it. I found it in my phone. I had most of the ingredients. I didn't have the oregano. But I just started. I had the Purely C already, so I was just doubling up on that. Following everything I was supposed to follow, drinking my Crystal Geyser water like I was supposed to, and then I went raw. Anything I wanted to eat was all fruits and the green drink, and that's all I was doing. So Sunday felt better, but the headache was still there. The headaches were bad. I just wanted to close my eyes. That's all I could do. By Monday, I was feeling good.
All right.
Tuesday, I was feeling great. And today, I got my energy back. I feel great
girl.
today.
Well, hey, y'all, let's stop her right there because that's the first one she just said. Let's give her a shout.
Yeah.
Let's everybody come off and mute.
Congratulations.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes.
Congratulations.
So you
That's so awesome.
you immediately went to protocol. And the protocol is the key. You got to go to protocol. If you don't have that, I gave out a protocol list of COVID, what you would do, in cases of that from the natural perspective. And it's a list of herbal things that we have. I don't know, is Prophetess on here tonight?
Yeah, she's in there somewhere. I saw her.
So Prophetess, I'm sure she has that.
My camera's not working tonight, but I am here, and the COVID list is in the chat box. Would you like me to read it for those who do not have the ability to see it?
Yes,
please.
I wanted hold on for a second. Let's hear. Did you have something else, Bianca, you wanted to say? You said something else?
Yes. So today I went to the natural health food store right here in Blackwood, in New Jersey. I went to find oregano. And they didn't have any, but there was two older gentlemen in the store. And they were in the aisles, and they were looking for these different herbs. So one of them, he wanted all this stuff. He was just naming stuff. He said, "I got to get something that has ashwagandha in it. I got to get something that has the sea moss in it too, and this and that." So his friend was like, "I don't know if you're going to find something with all these herbs that you're talking about." So they saw me pick up. I picked up some Gymnema. Because I had ran out, and he was like, he's like, "Ma'am, do you mind if I ask you what's that for?" So I explained that to him. And then his friend, he was he was really overweight, and he was saying how he's having problems with digestion, and he felt bloated. So he just wanted to find something that was just gonna clean him out. So he said, "Well, what herb? Do you know a herb that's gonna clean me out?" I said, "I know a few herbs that's gonna clean you out." I said, "But is that what the solution is?" So he was asking all these questions about different herbs. We were in there talking, and I was telling him what the burdock root does, what the dandelion root
go ahead,
does.
girl. You breaking it down now. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, Dr. Bianca, go ahead with your bad
Breaking it
self.
down like kung fu over there. You go ahead.
So his friend was like, yeah, and I said to him, I said, but before you take all these herbs, I said, I have to ask you something. I was like, I don't know what your diet is like. I said, but like, what you eating? And then he said, well, I'm trying to stay off McDonald's. I said, people still eat McDonald's? And he was like, he said, yes. He said, I'm trying. He said, I'm trying to stay off the processed food. I could tell he eats really bad. And he admitted it. And I said, well, I'm just going to tell you this. You can take this whole store. You can take all these things home. It's not going to do you any good if you're going to continue to eat the way you're eating. And if you're not drinking the proper water that you should be drinking. So he was like, there's a special water too? And I said, listen.
All right, represent.
Go ahead.
I heard
I
that.
said, look.
That's
I started telling him about the Crystal Geyser water. Started telling him about how he should be eating. I said, but we got to crawl before we walk. I said, so I understand as long as you're trying, I'm happy that you're trying. I said, but you can't keep coming in here just getting something to flush you out. And then you want to go back out there and eat McDonald's again. And it doesn't work. There's a process to everything. So he said, all right. I got you. I said, have you heard of Dr. Paul? So he was like, Dr. Paul. So the other man said, is he on Instagram? Because I really think I heard of this guy. I said, he's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We meet every Wednesday on Zoom. I said, you can ask questions. He was like, what? I can get my questions answered? I said, yes, you can. So Dr. Paul, I'm going to need some cards from you.
All right. Hey, you know what? That's a big shout. First of all, everybody come off the mute and give her a well-deserved hand.
That's so beautiful.
Congratulations.
Way to go.
That is awesome.
Share the word.
Keep the news. Share the word.
That's right.
I think you need a badge.
Yeah.
Good job, Bianca.
Go ahead, Bianca.
Good job, Bianca.
Y'all gotta print badges.
Boy, I
trying to tell
you know
him
what?
where to go so he could get all your information and watch the YouTube videos and how he could jump on or watch the Zooms. And he's like, what? He's like, oh man, are you serious? I said, yeah, I'm serious. We're supposed to be meeting tonight. I hope we meeting tonight because at that time I hadn't checked my email yet. So I was telling him and I told him, I said, listen, if I had some cards on me, I would just be passing out your cards. Because they live in New Jersey, so they can come over and get tested. Because the other guy, he needs an assessment.
Yes. Well, bless your heart. What you're doing is an incredible work there, but knowledge goes a long way. I tell you, knowledge is power. And you can see how just by you coming and you that's a ministry right there. You're ministering to this man, and you could have helped him change his life by just that conversation. That's the things that have happened to me. People have changed my life just coming in with a simple question. What does that do? Never knowing that it introduces you to another pathway of life.
Indeed.
And I just want to commend you. Bianca, we're going to give you the ambassador.
Ambassador of the year.
Today, for you being out on the field. You are out on the premises, making it happen with the ear to the ground. And you know what? This is where people are searching for information.
Yes.
The people are really searching for the truth. That's what it is.
What's wrong with you?
A lot of people have not been able to find the truth. And the truth is the biggest problem. You can't find the truth. Nobody's telling the truth. They say this is good. They say that's good. But really, the question is, how is it connected to your anatomy? And how is it working with you? So congratulations again, Bianca. You are to be congratulated. You are definitely doing a great work.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Now,
all right.
Did you have any other questions? Or you good? Was that the last one you had, Bianca?
That was my last testimony. I had my hand raised for a question, but Prophetess answered my one question about the oregano. Should I take it? Could I take it every day? And she said yes. And then my son's question was just about the elderberries. Can he take gummies, or should he just stick to the syrup?
Yeah, I would try to stick with the syrups on that, because syrups are just better for soothing the entire esophagus all the way down. Now, keep in mind, though, oregano is good, y'all. But remember, any herb that you have is gonna demand what? A lot of
Water.
water.
Yeah.
Got it?
Mhm.
So oregano falls in that same line with burdock root, with palo d'arco, it's certain with dandelion, all those. We try to do those, try to just take it seasonal. Seasonal is more important than anything. So every change of seasons. Yeah, you could take it, every day, but we got to be careful. I tell folks to back up a little bit, make sure your water's on point. If you're going to take it, a lot of it, herbs have oxalates and they can dehydrate. They're going to demand a lot of water. So be careful, okay? Just make sure your water's on point. All right?
Okay, because I
All
do
right.
take my burdock root every day.
Okay, so that's not
Okay.
a problem, but like I said, just make sure you're drinking plenty of water. All right,
Okay.
water's going. All right, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And
All right.
Prophetess, I want to scoot on over to you, Prophetess. Hold on,
No, hold on, Farouk. Hold on.
Farouk. And Prophetess, I want you to read out that list that you have there, if you have it in front of you.
Yeah, I do. Give me a second to get back up to
Where are
it.
you, Prophetess? I don't see you nowhere. Where are you?
She doesn't have a camera on. She's
My
chilling.
camera's
Oh,
not
okay, I
working.
She's
got you.
chilling in the cut tonight.
Okay, I got
It's
you.
not turning on tonight. So the daily dosage to fight COVID: vitamin A or beta carotene, you need 200,000 IUs. Garlic, 5,000 milligrams.
Not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul. All right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Vitamin C, 5,000 milligrams. Zinc, 50 to 70 milligrams. Vitamin D, 10,000 IUs. Extra strength oregano, 2 drops under the tongue 3 times daily. For children, elderberry syrup or the old Indian wild cherry bark syrup. Now, this is not pick one. This is daily dosage. All of these together is going to help you fight COVID.
Yeah. And let me explain what that means. That means that when you're in extreme situations where you want to overwhelm the virus, you have to really kick it up a notch. So the vitamin A, in this case, or beta carotene, now we'll just put a little asterisk by that one. I would say just be careful with the beta carotene because the body has to flip it to vitamin A. So sometimes beta carotene will, stress the liver a little bit. So if you're having issues with liver, you may want to go directly to just vitamin A. Got it? Keep that in mind. Garlic, vitamin C, zinc, all those, even vitamin D, extra strength oregano. These are things that you're really in the middle of the situation where literally it's overwhelming you. You have to now start to overwhelm the virus. Now,
Right.
Interesting thing with this, remember I just said, what are you doing? You're going to also make sure you're doing what? Drinking
Plenty of water.
water. You got to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And then the other thing is getting plenty of sleep. Got it? You got to shut it down. I don't want you just basically taking this stuff and then you're running all over the place. You got to shut it down. That means take your time, get the rest that you need. Got it? That means you got to turn the phone off sometime, turn the TV off, get in your room and just relax and go to bed. Your return energy comes back 10 to 20 times faster when you start to now do the herbs and go to sleep. Got it? Go to sleep, and you're gonna notice how your body picks up the energy. It's almost like overnight. You're gonna be like, wow, I feel tremendous from what I did yesterday. It happens that way. So you're giving the body a chance to recover. All right. Okay.
Can I add real quick something to that, Dr. Paul?
Mm-hmm.
I also went raw. I went strictly fruit, vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
and that helped tremendously because my body didn't have to try to break down food that was cooked. I mean, your body absorbs vegetables.
Excellent point. See, remember, every time you eat meat, what's your body saying? Your body says every time you give me meat, I gotta break this down.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you're,
right.
that means I gotta use energy to get energy. So that's gonna make me work now. So I gotta break this thing down because the enzyme, remember, meat doesn't have enzymes. Got it? So now you're gonna either get it from the pancreas or the liver has to create that. So now you gotta break this thing down. But here's the problem. It's gonna take energy. So you can tend to be overworked and you eat meat, it's gonna make you tired. So if you start to reserve your energy, stay off that, do raw for a little bit. Do raw, as much as you can, you're going to see your return come even faster because enzymes are already in fruits and vegetables, so they break themselves down. That's good stuff. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Good point, Bianca. All right, let's see, Big B. Who do we have here?
Okay.
Anything
Dr.
else?
Paul.
Any
Dr.
other
Paul,
testimonies? We didn't finish
Yeah,
any testimony.
I
Any
got-
other testimonies?
I'd like to give one.
Okay.
Sure, Herb, go ahead.
Who's that? Herb?
Herb Grant, yes.
What's up,
yes.
Herb?
How you been, Dr. Paul? Actually, this happened a year ago because I used to eat a lot of fish, whiting fish,
Mm-hmm.
and I would start vomiting
Mm.
after I eat the fish. And then one point it got to the fact that I would vomit just vomiting. Next thing I know, I wound up in the hospital on December 4th of last year
Mm-hmm.
in ICU for 11 days.
Oh, wow.
But the problem was I was drinking too much. The problem was I was drinking too much water also.
Farouk, we're still up, Farouk. Give us a break.
Farouk, hold up.
Hold on, buddy.
The problem was I was drinking too much water also. So they had me in ICU for 11 days. Next thing I know, they asked me if they want to go to rehab. I said, I want to go to rehab. So I've been in rehab for about a month and a half. And when I came out of rehab, I went into inpatient therapy home, and then went to outpatient therapy. That's when I hooked up with you, Dr. Paul, for the test.
Mm-hmm.
And you had pointed out to me, I was on the borderline. But that's because of all the bad foods I was eating in the hospital. And stuff I was trying to avoid.
Yeah, there you go. That's
and
bad one.
they also, at the time, they had me on the water restriction.
Mhm.
Remember that? Remember I told you about that?
Yep.
A water
Remember
restriction. You know, so after I did the initial treatment with you, because remember I told you before I left, I said, I think it's time for me to do that 40-day detox. And so once I did that, and when I came back again, the same day I came back to you, that morning I went to the hospital because I had an appointment. Remember I told you they used a stethoscope, and they said that they think I might have a heart murmur.
Yeah.
Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
And then I told you, then you checked me out, you said there's nothing wrong with your heart. You probably just ate too much nuts. You know?
Yeah,
So-
that was interesting. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, last month, I just seen my kidney specialist, right? He said, I'm doing so great. He didn't want to see me until April.
All right, now that's what's up. That's what's up.
But here's the key thing. With the appointment I had with a general physician, they kept asking me, how come we noticed you haven't taken a vaccine? And I remember I told you, I said, well, why should I take a vaccine when I know if you got vitamin D, you got it licked. Remember I was telling you that?
Is that what you told?
Yeah,
Okay.
remember I told, and I mean, they got a little irritated with me, really.
Oh yeah, some of them do. Some of them do, man.
Yeah, but I just wanted to put that out there. This is a testimony. It was a delayed testimony. It's been put out there about months ago. But since the last day of the year, the last time we meet for the year, I just want to get it out there.
Well, everybody come off of
That's
mute.
right.
But Herb, you got
All right,
your
Big Herb, we
name
appreciate
says
that, man.
Herb.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That is awesome.
Honey Herb.
Awesome. Very inspiring. Very inspiring.
Congratulations, Herb.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Congratulations, dear.
And
Congratulations.
The good work.
Congratulations, Herb.
Thank you.
That is
Yes,
awesome.
indeed. Yes,
Awesome.
indeed.
Awesome.
also, presently, what I'm doing now is I'm sticking with.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have some plant-based protein shakes because also, Dr. Paul, you told me it was protein in my kidneys. You remember that, but you told me it was protein because of stress.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had to get that up. So now I take a protein shake every morning. I did a check on how much protein I'm supposed to have generally as for my weight because I'm around 170. I think it's like 60 grams a day. So what I do is in the morning I take a shake, which is 20 grams for breakfast, 20 grams for lunch, 20 grams for dinner.
Okay, that sounds good, Herb.
And I'm always drinking Crystal Geyser. Let's be for real.
I don't know, man. I mean, we didn't put Crystal Geyser on the
That's
map.
me for
boy.
real.
I mean, look, you don't realize I went to Big Lots, I went to Acme. I've been blamed. Everybody look at me. Oh, so you don't want to steal in the Crystal Geyser water. I said,
You know what? Yeah. They know the Crystal Geyser folks that come out. You know, I just happened to be in the Big Lots, a few months back, right? And I walked in there, and I didn't see any. So immediately I went over and said, I said to the lady, I said, when is your shipment comes in for your Crystal Geyser? You know what she says? Oh, you're one of them. I said, what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're one of them.
That's deep. That's
Like,
deep.
I'd rather be one of them than a purified drinker.
Well,
Yeah, girl. That's what I'm.
Dr. Paul, I went to a Big Lots where I live and they didn't have any. So I went to the next town over and they had a whole bunch. And I'm putting some in my cart and I hear this voice. And I turned around. I said, Big B?
yo, baby, it was.
Yo, that was Big
No, it was. He was in there getting all that Crystal Geyser water.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I was hooking it up that day.
We were
Is
taking all
that
of it
you?
off the pallet.
Yeah,
I like it when they
there you
have
go.
4 for 10. That's
Yeah,
that's-
I know that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Hey,
tell
hey,
his
guys.
voice anywhere.
Wow. There you go, Big B.
I might run it to you, Big
Sneaking
B.
up on you, Big B.
Anytime, man. I took out 10 cases that day.
Yeah, we were taking
Wow.
taking all
It's
of it out of there.
crazy. They have 6 for $30. They're out of their minds.
But also,
wow, who has that now?
but also, I'm
Amazon.
sorry.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, that's great.
But also, what I'm taking right now is I haven't taken your drink yet. I will. I am on a 40-day detox right now again,
Okay.
and this is my first week for the Eliminator,
Okay.
and I'm going to do Eliminator next week,
Okay.
and then week off, and then one more week of Eliminator.
Okay. Good.
good.
Good. Because you remember you cleanse first, and then you follow.
Right, I already done the colon cleanse. I did that first,
Good.
and
good,
also I'm taking the burdock root like you told me to.
good.
I'm taking Genema, Uber Ursi, PQQ. And I'm also, I gotta admit, I can't do without my alfalfa.
Yeah,
Well-
alfalfa does a special thing, man. It's a special place for alfalfa. Yeah. I definitely think that gives you strength. There's 2 herbs that I would say bring back strength and might. Even when someone comes out of a hospital and you're weak and you're eating the bad foods, one of them is alfalfa. Alfalfa and also comfrey. Those are the 2 right there. You can make a teas out of those. You can do a combination of those teas. Comfrey and alfalfa does a very, very strong, what we call might in your hand.
Right.
Might in your hand. Yeah. It does a lot of good energy because that's all those traditional Native American, Indian traditional teas and herbs that are used for strength during the winter season. So keep that in mind. Great herb. Good
Thank
stuff,
you.
man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
Chiming
Yeah,
in.
man.
That was a great testimony, and I think you helped somebody today.
Yep,
Let's give
no
him a
doubt
hand one
about
more
it.
time.
No
I'm
doubt
glad-
about
I'm
that.
glad to
Yes,
hear
One more
sir.
time.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who else we have here. Any more testimonies before
Dr.
we go
Paul,
to the
Dr.
line?
Paul,
All right.
Dr. Paul.
Yes, all right.
I feel good. I feel good this week. And I know you think I was
Wait, hold on, everybody. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I was still talking to somebody. I'm sorry. Hey, Bill. All right.
Yes.
One thing. This is what I. This is
hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah. I just want to say, I know you thought I was being a little eccentric yet last week, but I'm not lying. Coming to this meeting picked my spirits up. I started eating my garlic while I was listening to the meeting, but I was feeling terrible last week.
Yeah,
I mean, I was coughing back and forth. I'm clear now. My lungs are clear now. I just want to say I truly appreciate this group. Like I said, I was Back to Eden was my middle name from age 19 on up. You know, I raised all my children with Back to Eden, and so I knew a lot, and I was a raw vegetarian, so I knew a lot, but I had fallen off the path. I don't know how this thing got into me this year, but it's amazing that I was able to knock it out in a week's time. Last week, I was feeling terrible. Now I can talk, I can breathe, but this thing is not anything to play with. What that sister was saying before me, I'd second and third everything that she was saying, but now I want to follow the formula that the evangelist is given, you know, to even boost it. I got some alfalfa sprouts in the refrigerator, but I'm just thankful. I'm grateful. I don't need all the applause and accolades and all that. I mean, I love it. It's nice, but I'm just saying, I'm so grateful. I should be applauding you, you know.
Okay, hold on. We got this. Hold on.
Yeah, but I'm just letting folks know. And when you start feeling a little bit good after you start taking your herbs, don't get relaxed. Don't get relaxed. You got to keep fighting it, because this thing is very stubborn.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead. Yeah, whatever the strand is, it's extremely stubborn. And the mucus can get so thick that it'll scare you, like you can't breathe. And I find if I turn in a certain position, I can cough through it. And I take a bite of my garlic, which will break through it, you know. But the staying hydrated, because if I let myself get dry, if I let myself get dry, that mucus, you know, gets thick, you know. And so I had to watch some of the herbs that I'm taking, because some of the herbs are diuretics. I think astragalus is a diuretic. I'm not sure. I think I read that. But anyway, I have to be careful. But I need the astragalus.
Yeah. See, all herbs have diuretic properties, so it can just move. It's trying to get the system to move. So yes. So I applaud you, Hariah. And then can you be quiet just a little bit, man? Just for a second, okay?
One last thing, Dr. Paul.
Okay.
I've been sweating. I get in the kitchen and get to moving around just a little bit. And I said, I know my system is getting back on track, because I'll start sweating. And if I stay there long enough, it'll start pouring there. And I haven't been like that in a long while. But Dr. Paul, I appreciate this group. I thank y'all.
I want to say, everybody come off mute. Thank you, Hariah. Appreciate you. We got to move on forward. Thank you, Hariah.
I agree, Hariah.
Okay, everybody.
Oh, wait a minute. I lost 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds.
All right.
Congratulations.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
All right, so thank you, Hariah. We appreciate you. And remember, family, if you're not speaking, please go on mute. We got you, okay? We got you. We see where you are. We see where everyone is. So we'll grab you, and Big B, myself, or Prophet will get you in. But you got to wait your turn, okay? These testimonies are so powerful that any interruption, sometimes people miss what those little key words were.
Yes, so very true.
Big B, you're on mute, buddy. I had to mute everybody.
I got you over there. Okay, I won't catch Karen up in the corner out there. Karen, you ready, guy?
Yeah, man. Yo.
Okay.
just trying to make sure that everybody's on point. Give me a call and we'll talk, okay? That's all we gotta do. Okay, go ahead, Big B.
Okay, Karen.
Go ahead.
All right, you're muted, Karen, so unmute yourself.
Who's on? Who's on? Was that Carol?
Yeah, that was Carol.
Yes, it's,
Okay.
it's me.
Okay,
Good evening,
Carol.
Dr. Paul, Bill, and everyone. Just real quick.
I got you.
Just
Prayerfully, everything will be fine. All right, Karen, continue, my man.
all right, D2. I know there's I'm sorry, D2 and D3. D2
Right.
is plant-based. D3 is from animals. It's very difficult to find D2. So today I just bought some from the herbal store, the D3, because until I could find some D2, it seems like you can only get it online and whatnot. And then I hear what prophetess mentioned earlier regarding the COVID, 10,000 IUs, and I just bought 3,000. Doctor told me yesterday I should take 2,000. So that's my
Yeah,
question.
well, you know,
D2
it's
versus D3.
and you remember
and
it's seasonal support. You remember it's seasonal.
right.
So seasonal means that whenever we're in the time of the fall and the winter right now. We're in winter now. That's our last, we're actually in that time, you have to make sure that, you're getting at least 10,000. That's where we are. 10,000 IUs. Got it? 10,000 IUs, meaning that you're not getting as much sun. So what are we doing? We're making sure that we're getting enough, in compensating for that. But please make sure. I always tell folks that you got to make sure that you're, when you're taking this, D2 versus D3 has a lot to do with your liver. Got it? Make sure your liver, because a lot of people are having issues with liver and they can't break down that D3, too much oils. Got it? So when your liver is being compromised or you need a detox, don't do D3, do D2, which comes from plant-based. That's going to be mushroom-based. So yeah, I would say stick with that.
All right. So, well, I don't have a problem with my liver.
I know. So you could either do either one. So it's not going to matter with yours.
Right. Okay. So with the 10,000, I just bought 3,000 IUs. So on the bottle, it says one daily. So does that mean, and I know it's not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, food for, so.
All right, Dr. Karen. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead,
should
buddy.
it be three tablets because they're 3,000 each, or just stick with what the bottle says?
Well, you just do your equivalent to 10,000. So you get as close as you can. Yeah, it's just 3.5. You're trying to get as close as you can. Because usually 10,000 is usually where the number is. We're trying to get around 10,000 IUs. That's the key. and so as close as you can get is fine.
Okay,
Got
what
it.
I could do too is I won't do them all at once. I'll space them out throughout the course
Now,
of the
also,
day.
let me add a little bit to that. There's another one with the boron. The boron. Don't forget the boron. BORON.
Mhm.
Got it? Boron. So boron has a perfect breakdown because boron helps you to deliver the vitamin D even better. So whenever you're doing vitamin D, always keep in consideration the boron, BORON. And usually sometimes you can get it in states of what's called chelated. Chelated.
Chelated, okay.
Yeah, chelated,
Okay.
which means they wrap it with like organic matter, which helps it to assimilate better. You got it? You can assimilate it better. So
Chelated.
keep that in mind, all right?
All right, back to the herbal store tomorrow. Boron.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
All
that's
right,
it.
man.
All right, Cam.
Thank you,
That's my
Carol. Let's give
question.
all
So-
hands, Carol.
All right, man.
Let's
Thanks
give
much.
Carol a
Appreciate it,
hand.
Cam.
Let's go,
Yeah,
brother.
hey, thank
Stay
you.
up on it,
Congratulations.
man. Come on, mute
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody give him a shout.
Yeah, Karen.
No, that's all right, guys. I appreciate it.
Great
Thank
job.
you.
Yeah, man. Hey,
But,
bro.
Good job, Karen.
Hey,
Keep it
Bill,
up.
one
Yeah.
more thing. Hey, Dr. Paul, I looked at your, I want to give you props. I looked at your videos today. Your son, Jaron, does an excellent job with the videos, the new
Thank you.
songs, and also I wanted to give you props and acknowledgement for that. And big ups to
Yeah.
Jaron, and Happy New Year's to everyone. Be safe out there.
Yeah, man. We appreciate
you, brother.
that.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
man.
Appreciate you. All you can do,
All
man.
right.
Amen.
All
Thank you,
right.
Karan.
All right. All right. All right. Let's see who else we have here. Anybody else going on? We finished with testimonies? Did we
Yeah,
finish?
pretty much. So, you know what? I'm looking at a question. Really, give me a second here, if I may. What's good for anxiety?
testimony.
All right. Well, we'll get to you, Charlotte. Okay, I won't forget you. Okay. What's good for anxiety from hypothyroidism? Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is that just before we actually came on the air, Dr. P, there was a piece, I think it was on the nightly news, where we were talking about this health. I think folks that they're pushing for anxiety, and it's cartoon. And they were talking about how people are selling that stuff and gas stations, all kind of crazy things. So you got to be very careful. So if you run across that stuff, watch out. Even the FDA says it's dangerous.
What is it?
Mm. And what
Cartoon.
was it is in now?
KARTOM.
Oh, okay. All right. Yo, there's so much stuff going on.
Man, it's insanity.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
saw that, I said, "Oh Lord, I got to get some info on that." So everyone
Yeah.
gets to know. People just got to know what's going. You know what it is? It's like a drug almost.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. See what's
And they sell it. They sell it in stores. It's a plant, okay.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's a cartoon from the National Drug Abuse. Okay,
Mhm.
it says common refers to an herbal substance that can produce opioid and stimulus-like effects.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, people, what they're going to do, they're always going to go in and start to exploit things, and in a lot of ways, you can even see the exploitation that's happening with these weight loss,
Amen. That's
medications.
exactly right.
And remember, this is people that are acting just looking for solutions.
Yep.
And that's what we understand that. So if you're looking for solutions, people, it's like if you threw somebody that was drowning, anything you throw out there, they're going to try to jump on.
That's exactly right. Yes.
And that's the concept that we have to understand. That you got to really be on top of this and be, just visually and understand that there's no knowledge base out there. They've taught us an allopathic system, not a naturopathic system with it, which is what your body is mostly designed to do. You're more in line with nature's path, nature's way. Life begets life. Feed the body corrects itself. So when you're starting to now see people who come in and they doing all this stuff, they're out of balance. So they're looking for the magic bullet. The magic bullet is not the magic bullet. It's the change of lifestyle. It's always outside of the body we're looking for. Something else has got to help me. I got to get something else. But really, it's the inside within that your true answers and solutions are. That's why they say don't be, you got to be in your mind, not out of your mind. Got it?
Yeah, and I think the thing that sort of brought to my mind more seriously because guess what, guys?
Mhm.
In its form, it looks like Dr. Paul's green drink. The color of it is.
Well, they're going to try to bring it into all kinds of levels.
Well, that's my point, Dr. P. That's why I wanted to bring it up with the family. So, guys, listen, just be careful. Watch yourself. If there's
What is it called again?
cartoon, K-A-R-T, I'm sorry, K-R-A-T-O-M. K-R-A-T-O-M. K-R-A-T-O-M.
Yeah. So, and it's not the point. It's not it literally goes back to how people are taking it, and that's where people take it and they take it in the wrong levels, or they'll synthesize it and they'll do some things to it and add some things to it. Got it? So that's why it can produce those things like the opioid stimulating side effects.
Yes.
But the whole point of it is that it's a herb that's used with understanding. You got to understand that these herbs are here for a purpose to either speed up, slow down, or balance out. You got them? So just understand, you need understanding. That's why you need somebody to do an assessment, know what herb you're taking and what they're going to do for you. That's the key. Yeah. All right,
guys.
Let's see, buddy. All right, who else we got there?
Okay, Queen, you're very next. You're up next after Karen. Karen's done. Karen, you done? Okay. All right, Queen.
Okay,
Queen B.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, Dr. Paul, good night, family, and Happy New Year. Just in case I don't remember to everyone.
Yes.
So I have been working out in the cold for the past month.
Go ahead with your bad self.
My fingers have been vending. I started a new business and I'm vending at the Christmas Village. But my fingers got swollen. And in the morning when I wake up, they're stiff and I will exercise them. And I'm trying to drink as much water as possible. But the problem is I have to leave my booth unattended too often if I drink, the amount of water in the cold, right? So I try to drink most of the water very early in the morning before I leave so that I don't have to drink while I'm there. But then I got a cut on one of my fingers, a bruise, and then I think it's inflamed, and that's on my ring finger, so my ring is unable to come off. And it's just so swollen. What can I do to help that? I'm seeing redness around the spot, around the knuckle.
Yeah, I would definitely get into soaks, number one. Start to get into soaks. Yeah, soaks would start to do. Himalayan salt helps with that. I did that. Start to do things like that for a cut. Now, was the skin was broke? Did you say the skin?
It was bruised slightly, but there is no opening right now.
So you can use a lot of different creams. There's one Comfrey cream, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the things like Comfrey cream is good for that. Arnica cream is good for that. Any of those that help with dealing with inflammation. You can even get like a sea buckthorn is good for that. Anything with the bruising in areas like that, it'll help to bring inflammation down. Also, taking things that the highest antioxidants would be things like the green drinks or anything like turmeric. Turmeric is one of the highest anti-inflammatories you can get. Okay, so taking that internally helps with that. And it hasn't broken the skin, so you're in good shape. You just got to make sure you soak it really well. Okay, soaks usually tend to bring down inflammation.
Okay, that's great because I doubled up on my green drink and it eased up tremendously today.
Okay, good.
So the swelling has gone down quite a bit, but it's still inflamed. I can see the redness under the knuckle, so under the skin,
All right, good stuff. Good stuff, Queen. Yeah. Hey, well, how did you do that? You said did you bang it against something, or is it just started swelling by itself?
So I was sewing and my finger got bruised on the sewing machine.
On the sewing machine,
a little piece of metal, just
like
bruised my finger. So Yeah.
Yeah, be careful over there. All right.
Yeah.
What were you sewing?
Oh, I'm a fashion designer, Jazzy River
Okay.
Designs. I do upcycling clothing and accessories.
Okay. Okay.
Tie-dyeing,
Excellent.
batik and hand painting as well.
Okay.
All right.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
All
See?
right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well,
So,
we got to
congratulations
keep
over
you in good
there.
shape, Quay.
Yes. Continue the good work. Okay.
Thank you.
Christmas Village. I want to come meet her tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you know what? Queen, do you have
Okay.
information that people can know if they come and visit you? Where are you located? Mm-hmm.
So the Christmas Village just ended at Love Park, and I was transferred, fortunately, to Dilworth Park. My
Okay.
booth is number 26, and I'm the only person doing tie-dye and hand painting and upcycling clothing
I'm sorry.
next to the hats.
Where you say was transferred to?
Dilworth Park.
Dilworth Park. Quay.
Dilworth Park. Okay.
Yeah, that's next to Suburban Station in that area,
The Wolf
Okay.
Park, number 20.
across from Love Park. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Queen, and congratulations
you.
on your what you're doing, and then the exposure to getting out to the park. And if we can be any assistance with you in any way and helping you, just let us know, okay?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Now, can
Appreciate it.
somebody see online? Do you have a website or something?
Oh
that
yeah,
they-
Jazzy
somebody
River
know?
Designs. You
Sure.
can find me on Instagram.
Okay. Can you
Okay,
get
but
that
also
information
type the
out?
info in. Make sure you do that also,
Take that
Quay.
information in. And also,
Will do.
just for those that are calling by phone, can you just give your information?
It's Jazzy River Designs, like JAZZY.
River
Like rivers of
Designs.
water. RIVER Designs.
Okay.
DESIGNS.
Okay.
It's on
got it.
Instagram.
Got it. Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
Get that. Please, because you talked too fast. I couldn't get it. So please type it in the chat box for me.
I will.
Okay, thank you, Queen. Appreciate you. All
Appreciate
right.
you all too. Thank you.
All right.
All
Not
right.
a problem.
And
Not a
Keith,
problem.
let's see. Keith up there. What's going on, Keith?
You're up, Keith. Keith just chilling in the cut now.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
family. Dr. Paul, I just got your the colon cleanse and the eliminator in. Now, should I take the colon cleanse first or and then take the eliminator? Can I do both of them at the same time? Or
No, it's always
how does that work?
Yeah, remember it's always cleanse and
Yeah,
then
and then
sweep. Then sweep. You got it? You want to cleanse
Okay.
first. So that means
Okay.
go through the entire bottle when you're talking about the colon cleanse. Again, prepare. As you're in perfect timing though, because we have to change seasons. So this is good time. So as you remember we call it the desired result. What is a desired result? The desired result has everything to do with when you eat soon after you eliminate. Got it? So that's where you're going when you're looking for that circadian rhythm. So once you do that, usually it'll say on the bottle something like take after a meal. You got it? It'll say something like that, or with a meal.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's usually where some people will take one, after a meal. And then you'll notice that some people, which situations need a little bit more intensity. So you may take two after a meal. Got it? But the key is to always go back to a desired result.
Okay.
A desired result means that soon after I eat, soon after I'll eliminate. Got it? Y'all remember the time frames, right? Elimination. Do I have to go over this again? One more time. What is the time for a proper elimination? How many hours? How many hours? Between what? You remember? It's between
24 to 48.
Close. Close.
18.
I thought it was 14 or something.
18.
18 and 24.
Y'all close.
18 to 48.
What was that?
18 to 48 hours.
There you go. 18 to 48 hours. Who said that? Was that Yvette over there? Was that you, Yvette?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. 18 to 48 hours. That's correct. So anything prior to 18 hours will be what? That'll be diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Right? Anything after 48 hours will be what?
Constipation.
So you're right in that zone. Well, how do you know? How would you know how to test? How would you know how to test to know where
Beets
you
and
are?
beets.
Something
and
like
beets.
beats, right?
Eat beets.
Right. You
Right.
got to know where you are in that zone.
Eat
Got it?
beets.
So you can eat beets and then time yourself. And then when you start to see the color of stool that turns that color, that gives you a cycle and rhythm of where you are. Somewhere
Yes.
around there. Got it? So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good
Dr.
stuff.
Paul,
Mhm.
if before 18 hours and it's not like diarrhea, is that still considered diarrhea?
What do you mean it's not what do you mean? If you eliminate before 18 hours,
Right.
that meal that you had is moving a little too fast. So that means if
Okay.
it's moving before that time, remember diarrhea is just the reaction of the body responding to a foreign invader in the intestines. Got it? The body believes that there's a foreign invader in the intestines. I'm going to send extra. First of all, there's an invader in the system. Send extra water to flush it out. That's why little children have watery stool. That means they have something usually in their intestines. Irritable bowel issues. Sometimes they'll put, their handsy feely, their hands in their mouth. They got some bacteria in there. So before
But what
18,
if it's not watery?
well, that's not diarrhea then.
Okay.
You
That's
got
what I
it?
was
That's not
asking. 'Cause
diarrhea.
I was asking if it came out before that time, but it wasn't watery. Is that still considered
It's
bad?
that's in most cases, if it comes out before 18, it's probably going to be diarrhea. It's just going to be coming out like that. Yeah, keep that in mind. All right, let's see who else we got here. Anybody
Okay,
else?
there's Zipporah is right next to. No, I'm sorry. We finished with you, Keith, right? Keith, are we finished with you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Zipporah,
Yes.
you're next.
Yes.
You gotta unmute yourself, Zipporah.
Hey, Zipporah.
Just she gotta get a fingernail in it so she can.
Yes, she is. You there?
Can you unmute yourself, Zipporah? We're still not got. We don't have you yet.
You got it? Zipporah.
Is
Zipporah,
there?
Zipporah.
Zipporah says, "What's going on?
Can't hear you, Zipporah.
My fingers are not working."
But you got a new computer. This thing don't work. Almost, Zipporah. Right at usually it's the lower left hand corner. Lower left hand corner.
Can I make
All right,
make a
before we're
statement?
going to come back, Zipporah, until you can get off mute, okay?
Can I ask a question?
Okay, sure.
So all diarrhea is not watery. So even if our bowels are loose, yes, that's considered diarrhea because our
Yeah,
colons are so long. Our colons are long.
Yvette, you got.
Like
If the skin is not
Okay, go ahead, Yvette.
Yvette, mute yourself. That was
me.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
Me?
go ahead. What were you saying?
The question was, all diarrhea is not quite watery.
Right,
Loose
okay.
bowels is considered diarrhea because our colons are so long. Our stools should come out in kind of like a log form.
yes.
This is a question, right?
Right.
So all diarrhea is not just watery; it's loose bowels.
Usually
correct?
diarrhea is going to be loose. It's going to be very
Right,
loose.
that's what I'm saying, loose bowels, but
Yeah,
not
because-
watery all the time.
But this is the whole point is the body saying, I'm going to release whatever I need to flush the system. That's that's the point. See, it's the body immediately reacting. If the body's always going to do a reaction, it's reacting to whatever the body says I need to. Sometimes you don't need that much water to flush out whatever it is. Remember, you can have an
Right.
invader of bacteria.
Okay.
You can have
Uh-huh.
you can have a virus. You can have a parasite.
Mhm.
You can have
Right.
a lot of different things. But
Right.
usually when you're eliminating, it's going to try to use whatever I got to do to flush it out. Sometimes it's more intense than other people. Some people say can't even leave the house, because
Right.
the stool's so loose. Got it? So it's based on what is attacking the system that the body's intermining. It's a perfect system created by a genius.
Amen.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. To God be the glory. Mhm.
Yes,
All right.
Is that it, Yvette?
yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
Mhm.
Zipporah's unmuted, so go ahead, girl.
All right, hi. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
wow,
now.
she's up
Yeah,
now. Oh,
she
man,
found that finger,
Zipporah.
boy.
You got a new vote. You got a new.
Okay, go ahead,
Sephora, what you got?
All right, so my question is, what are the herbs that you, other Paul, what are the herbs that you take for cholesterol and hypertension?
Well, remember the cholesterol. We've dealt with that a lot of times. Okay, remember cholesterol. We got to clean the liver. Got to stay off of the things that you want to stay off of. Because even if we give you the herb, you got to go back to stop doing certain things. Watch the oils. Got it? The oils are gunking up the liver, and if they gunk up the liver, then you're going to have a problem. Then it's those off balance to high density and low density. Got it? So with that being the case, high density, low density. They say, well, wait a minute. It can't be low when, low density can't be bad when the body still makes it. It's gunking up the liver. So you got to get liver cleanses. Any of the herbs that cleanse the liver are going to be good for cholesterol. Got it?
Well, what about, all right, so
what?
could you, all right, you say any of the herbs that cleanse the liver is good. All right, for the cholesterol. Now, what about burdock? Could you name one? Because I think of automatically burdock root. I mean,
there's about 90 of them on the website. You remember the website that I send you to? You got to go to the website. There's about 90 different ones I put online that are liver cleanses. Got it? Pick one. That's all you got to do. Don't try to do a whole lot. I would say be assessed first before you do anything. Always have an assessment done.
All right, so you choose one. All right, so you choose one liver cleaning herb.
Right, but I would say get an assessment first to see where you are. Got it?
All right, and what about the hypertension?
Hypertension is something with, you need to know what's causing the hypertension. It could be many things that's causing hypertension. You could have high levels of cortisol levels, which means you're stressed out. You could be drinking too much coffee. You could be doing these things that are racing the system. You can also have endothelial disruption, which is actually the vessels in the lining of the arteries and veins are not moving. You can also have plaque in the arteries and veins. See, there's multiple things that you could have. So there's not a magic bullet for everything, but you got to do an assess to see what is causing your hypertension. Sometimes people are taking all the herbs in the world, but guess what? They stressed out.
Yeah, buddy. Tell me about it.
Throw everything out the window.
Right.
And some people say, well, these herbs ain't working. Yep. And that's because these herbs are not working because you got to get your mentality right. Got it? You can't have, a disgruntledness about people because a lot of people are ham. Not saying that you did, Sephora, or anyone you're talking about, but disgruntlement when you're dealing with these herbs, it's a peace thing. These things go and balance out your energy. It balances out your mood. So having good intentions is very important. So that's why people pray over their food, right? That's why we pray over our food, because you're giving good intentions. That this is going to go and it's going to go into the place that I need it to work so there can be a healing for my body. And then when you're cooking, you're cooking that I'm going to make this food to be a blessing and an edification for my family.
There you go.
Love. They said, hey, you cousin, you remember they said, Grandma, you put your foot in them. Yep.
Well,
that's what is love. So intention has a lot to do. So hypertension needs to be assessed to see where the person is. Yeah.
And my other question is right now, CoQ10, is that good for the heart or the liver?
The CoQ10 is good for all of that, but primarily it's the heart. CoQ10 is for rhythmic issues. Sometimes if you're dealing with rhythmic issues, CoQ10 was found out that in all of the body, it's the coenzyme. So it's like the spark that keeps things moving. They wanted to find out what makes the heart beat. What makes the heart just say, that was the last one I did. I don't want to do no more. Bump, 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 bump. What makes it take that next beat? And what makes it take the next beat is the spark. It takes the next drive. And that's the CoQ10 found in every cell in the body, most in the heart and in the brain. That's where it is. Got it? So CoQ10 is primarily good for the heart, but it's also good for the brain also.
All right. And my final question is that if you have numbness in your hand, and I know you had said that it was regard like structural issues, chiropractor, etc. But if that numbness continues, even though you're taking, with the horse chestnut and a butcher's broom.
But you got it. Yeah, but going back to what you just said, You have to totally rule out no structural issues.
Yes.
You got it? Have you evaluated that? That is no structural issues? Did you go to a chiropractor or did you check out to make sure that it's not a structural issue?
All right, that has to be done.
You have to do that first because there's no herb or anything that's going to correct the structural issue. You got it? If it's something pressing on that area, you have some kind of contraction or sublation on that side, it's nothing going to stop that. You need to get that manipulated. You need to get that corrected. That's why a chiropractor comes in and helps you to either help the muscle to relax or through myofascial releasing to now release the muscle to now pull off of that, or you could do what's called trigger pointing, which actually now starts to pull those knots. Because remember, muscle gangulates like this, like muscle.
Yeah.
Y'all see my hands like this? You got
You
got
got like
balls
that.
up like this.
Yeah.
And like a knot pulls. Next thing you know, it pulls, and then you got that knot in your back, and you're like, ah. And that's where it starts to pull on the spine, throw you out of alignment. Got it? So
Right, and
you
that-
got to rule that out first before you even make the next step. Always rule that out first. Structural issues first.
All right, and all right, my final question is that.
All right, we got to go. We got to get somebody else on there. All right. The part we got to get somebody else. Okay, we got to be fair with this. All right. Text it, put it in the
Okay.
put it in the
Put it
chat.
in the
for
chat,
us, okay?
Zipporah.
We'll get it for you. Okay.
All right, I'll make sure
All
you
right,
get it.
All right.
Thanks
All right.
always.
Sure,
All right,
no
thank
problem.
you. All right.
Okay, Cecilia, you're next.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, Cecilia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you, ma'am.
Hey,
I had,
Cecilia, what's going on?
Hey, Dr. Paul. I'm good. I had two things that I wanted to order, but I wanted your opinion on them before I did.
Okay.
And the first one is Granite Stone cookware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
With granite?
Granite Stone cookware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is the mushroom gummies.
The mushroom
Room gummies. Help us, y'all.
mushroom gummies. Oh man, you done pulled out the mushroom gummies on me.
Oh, help us, Father.
Well, let's get a brand from you. What's the brand? Give me a brand.
AURI. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
AURI.
Ori.
RI. Ori gummies.
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up. All right, because Cecilia want to know, are these gummies any good? And the world's first mushroom gummies, is that what you're looking at? I think that's what you're looking at. I'm looking at it right here. It's been getting a lot of it looks like it's got a little good stuff. Okay, let me see if I see some ingredients. Do you have ingredients on your side?
All I see is a bunch of mushrooms when I opened it up.
All right. I'm looking at chaga. I'm looking at lion's mane. I'm looking at cordyceps, the maitake, the reishi, and I'm also looking at the turkey tail. So all so far so good. Let's see. Purple carrot, vegetable oil. It's got vegetable oil. That's probably the only thing that I would watch out for, but it's not something that probably would take the whole thing. And there is gelatin in here, so it is a gelatin. That's probably the only two things that I would think. That is, actually, it's no gelatin, no gelatin. So lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, these are all good. White button mushrooms, black fungus mushrooms. I can tell you this though. I'm just going to give you my understanding. Now they're putting all the mushrooms under 300 milligrams, and it's probably a good breakdown of what you're doing. I noticed that in other ingredients, they do have glucose syrup and sugar and dextrose. They got 3 in a row right there. You got to watch this probably if you're diabetic. Be careful with this because glucose syrup, remember, thick, creamy, pour slow.
Right.
And if you're using dextrose, that's a synthetic, dextrose is definitely an artificial. That's a what we call refined. So it's it's synthesized in some way. So just keep that in mind. If you're dealing with sugar levels, you just got to be concerned about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Very much.
Good stuff,
Thank you,
good stuff,
Celia.
Good stuff.
I
All
wanted
right.
to say, if you get to talk to Farouk, please let him know that he can't do business the way he's acting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all right. We'll
yeah.
just, we'll
All
just
right.
pray. You know
We're
what?
gonna
We just
pray. I
pray,
won't
Cecilia.
deal
That's
with
the
him.
best
You
thing.
know, I'll talk to him on the line. Oh, that's no
Yeah.
problem. I'll talk to him.
We
No
appreciate it.
problem. Yeah. you
Thanks
know.
everyone. And just, hey, look, everyone, just send out a nice long prayer of love for Farouk tonight. That's all.
Absolutely.
In an
Absolutely.
individual manner. Okay.
Good brother. Good brother. That's my
Indeed.
brother.
All right, Marie, you're up next. Marie, see, you there? Marie, I see you looking. Don't be scared. You're there. Okay, now your mute button is on your right side over there.
Marie, and you got
Marie,
a mute on.
your
Marie?
mute button. There we
Okay,
go.
I'm
There-
sorry.
There
I didn't
we
even
go.
know.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. Good evening, everyone. I didn't even know that the hand was up there. I didn't have a question. I'm just listening.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
You were
listening. I'm
practicing over
sorry.
there. You were
That's all right.
practicing with the hands up
That's
there.
exactly
Let me
right.
try to get it off of there.
No,
No, that's okay. You good.
Okay, it's gone, Marie. So everything's fine.
All right, we got Summer on the line, and I want to talk about something here. I want to
Okay,
talk about
so
it. Summer.
yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
All right. So you guys know when I started my journey with you, Dr. Paul, in February. God bless you. That was a
God bless you.
Teresa, you okay? You didn't fall over, did you?
I'm sorry.
Didn't fall over, did you?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's all right. Hey, it keeps us awake, Teresa. We got it.
It's a lot going on tonight.
There's a lot going on
honey,
tonight. It's the end
yes,
of the
it
year,
is.
y'all. It's a little at the end of the year.
It's a lot going
Excuse me,
on.
my thing is, since you had COVID, you can't sneeze, you can't cough, you can't do nothing.
Welcome to the club.
Not around other people.
I know that's right.
Okay,
I know
Summer,
that's
what
right.
you got, Summer?
So,
Okay, Summer, go ahead.
You know, I started my journey in February, and I don't know if you remember, Dr. Paul. I was talking to you about my husband and the stuff that he needed, and you were like, well, "Bring him in." I'm like, "He's not going to come." So, you know, you always said crawl, walk, run. So I started with the water, all of that. I think a couple of weeks ago, weeks ago, I told you guys that, one day I made him a shake. And he was like, "Ooh, I'll drink this shake. Could you, make me a shake?" So I started making him a shake every morning. I made him a little one because, him with the big one was too much. So then one of your weeks you talked about Cheerios. My husband eats a bowl of Cheerios every morning. So of course I went in on him about the oats and what's going on, and in Canada, and they spraying it and you eat it. The whole nine.
He said, "I'm gonna beat you up, girl."
Okay.
Lord.
So then I come home from work one day and he has organic Cheerios. He done went out and switched them to organic Cheerios.
My man.
Right.
He's listening.
Okay. He's listening. And then he says to me, he said, if you make me a big shake instead of that little one, I won't have to eat my Cheerios in the morning. And I was like, okay. So now every morning I make a big one shake with your natural green stuff, and I make a big one for him. And so he drinks that every morning now, and I got all the stuff in there. I got sea moss.
Go ahead, Summer.
Go ahead.
There. He don't even know. I put all that stuff in there and leave it in the refrigerator for him. When he gets up in the morning, he makes his, whips up his stuff and drinks his shake. So that's my testimony.
See how God works.
All right.
See how God works.
Like thank you, Dr. Paul.
Testimony, Big B.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Thanks, Summer. That's perfect.
Happy for you.
Summer.
Happy for you, Summer.
Good job.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
like your style. That's good.
Yes, Summer's giving me some tips.
Well, I heard that.
To use on my husband.
Yes.
All right, Dr. P, we got Jennifer, and then you can take it because we're at 47.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right.
Jennifer. There we go.
Hi. So, the Mullen, the pleurisy, and the C, what is it? For the cough, terrible cough. it's just a chronic cough that I've had for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I take all those things that you mentioned, and the cough is not getting any better. Sometimes I have it's always like a clear, productive cough, sputum I'm bringing up, but it's not turning colors or anything, but I cough so much it hurts my back.
Could be allergic to dust. Just want to throw that out there. If that happened to someone I know.
Yeah, but also, couple of things come to mind. And this is just, looking at, because we talked about this last time, right? And you said you started taking the things that you're taking, and it's white, you said? It's white, the mucus?
Yeah, it's just,
okay.
Yes.
All right, so
Just
now,
white.
right, now, keep in mind, one thing is any neck issues, any
No.
neck problems, no that you know of, right? No neck problems.
Well, I had half of the thyroid taken out about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, now that's a major point there. That's a major point. See, what happens is you have to look at the cervical. The cervical spine is very, very important when you have coughs and things like that. This is where we go into, there's a chart that I have called the sublation chart that you can download right on the website. And on there,
Sublation.
sublation. It's a chart that shows you where every nerve is connected to an organ in your body.
Yes.
Now, when you're talking right at the thyroid issue, that's around a C6, C7. Got it? C6, C7. So you got to watch and make sure that you're not having issues there. A lot of women and men are having thyroid issues and not knowing that it's stemming from a spinal misalignment with the cervical spine. Got it? And done so many things, and you still got that sort of coughing, like you said, coughing. I would definitely suggest you get that checked out. Got it? Get that checked out. Make sure you eliminate that out the equation. Got it? The second thing.
So I need an X-ray?
Well, you need an assessment through a chiropractor. A chiropractor. Yep, chiropractor to see what's going on with your cervical spine. If there's any contraction on that area. C6, C7 is usually where the thyroid is.
Right. Okay.
Got it? Because a lot of people are getting these procedures done, and really there was a spinal issue all along. Got it? Now, the other thing you could be doing in the meantime is checking your pH. Got it? Because we know that.
Yes.
You know,
it runs 7.7 to 7.3. I've had 7.8, 7.8.
So how are you taking it? You know how to take it, right?
Yeah, 2 times and divide by 3.
Right. Which one though? Just to make sure.
I add the sputum and the urine and divide by 3.
Okay, say that again now.
Add the sputum and the urine. What is it? Double it? Yeah, double. Add the sputum and the urine, double it, and divide by 3.
That's not it. Yeah, you got to make sure. You got to be You got to be spot on with this. It's the saliva that you double. Double just the saliva.
Okay, double just the saliva. Okay.
To the urine, and then you divide it by 3.
Okay, so double saliva, so 2 times saliva.
Right. Add to the urine and then divide by 3.
Plus urine over 3. Okay. Got it.
Got it. That's the key right there. So you make sure you're doing the right one, because that would take those numbers up to 7.8 or something like that or higher. That would be off. Okay. So make sure. So go back to this. So 2 things that I would do: get it checked out by a chiropractor. Number two is check your pH and make sure you're on point.
I'm on the right track here. So 2 times the saliva, 2 times the saliva plus the urine, and then divide that by 3.
You got it. There you go.
All right, Dr. Paul, you go ahead with your bad self. All
Well, you
right.
go ahead, Jennifer. I'm not bad. It's the Most High's game. I'm just playing. That's it. We said we recreating. That's it. The
Yes.
Creator does it all. God be the glory. Thank you,
God be the
Jennifer.
glory. Yes,
Appreciate you.
indeed. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate
You
you.
bet.
All
Take
right.
care. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.
All right, Dr. P,
All right.
it's on you now for the next 7
Now,
minutes.
I want to give you a couple minutes we got left. And I want to talk about, there's protection for these things called Wi-Fi and 5G. You've heard all of these things with protection. And I want to bring to the family, and I'm going to come on, let me see if I can pull this up here. Maybe I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull this up. All right, I'm going to pull this up. And this is actually, let me see if I can isolate this here. Okay, here we go. All right, I want to talk about this thing called, as an additional protection, you may want to start to look into these things moving forward. I don't know if you heard, but they're starting to kick up the 5G signal. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Did y'all hear about this? And there's different countries,
No.
China, other countries around the world are kicking up the frequency on this a little bit more. So now you're going to see, again, more issues with towers going up. You're going to see more, trees coming down, because remember, 5G can't go through trees like 3G, 4G. This one you got to go around it because it can't go through it. Got it? So that's why you're seeing more towers. You see them tearing down the trees and things. So that means, what does that mean for our families? And the fact that you're in a house, maybe in a block or maybe an apartment complex where everything is Wi-Fi. You remember, you're stacked on top of each other. If you're in an apartment complex, your neighbors to the left and the right of you, or the front and the back of you, they all got what? They got Wi-Fi also. How about the fact that your Pico, your electricity is monitored by Wi-Fi, or your water is now monitored by Wi-Fi? They don't come in your house no more, right? They sit outside, roll by in the truck, get your numbers, keep it moving, right? So all of this is creating what we call electronic pollution. Got it? Electronic pollution. So there's some things that you can do. We talk about what? We talk about the shungites. Remember? The shungite. Y'all follow me on this? Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So you got the shungites. You have things like the Amazonites. Amazonite. Got it? The Amazonite. Also, you got things like, what's another shield? Any dark stone. You have the black garnet. You also have things like the labradorite. These are all shields. These actually shield to reflect. And when that happens, that's what's good about it, because it actually reflects. And that means not only just light, but it reflects energy too. Got it? So there's also this thing called Faraday fabric. You ever heard of Faraday fabric? Well, Faraday is actually, let me give you an idea where Faraday is. And you ever see the microwave, and you got this sort of mesh kind of thing that's sort of like inside of the microwave? Well, that actually is part of what's called the Faraday shield. Got it? It keeps it and bounces it back into your food. So that's why I was saying you're like nuclear your food, y'all. You're like nuking your food, because it's bouncing these gamma rays and all this stuff back inside, these microwaves rather, back inside of the food. So there's now a big movement of people that are purchasing these things called Faraday fabric. Faraday fabric. And it's spelled Faraday.
Wait a minute.
Faraday. Faraday. Faraday.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Yeah, it's a fabric. And these can be, fabric that can be made in shields. Yep. It's actually, it can be, let me see if I can find something here. I was trying to see if I can find one for you.
Sheets,
yeah.
you get it. See, Walmart has it.
Yeah, see, its name comes from an inventor named Michael Faraday back in the 1800s. He came up with the ability of how you can reflect a lot of the energy, and that's where they use this thing called the Faraday cage or Faraday, reflector. That's what's inside of your microwave. But I'm going to show you. Here is, and I'm going to open this up so that you can see what people are doing now. They're actually doing this, Big B. I tell you, man, people are really making it happen, man. They saying, hey, man, I got to protect myself. So,
more than people know.
Let me know if you can see this. Can you see this? Let me see.
Yeah.
That off. What can you see? Can you see that shield there?
That's the exact page I have up.
Yep. It's for EMF protection. What is it and where do you get it from? See what people are doing?
Yep.
As people are sleeping, they're noticing that when they get in these Faraday areas or keep it in your house or some way, it blocks the EMF radiation off the system. So here are some of the things that you can get. You can get shields in a lot of different things. You can get it in fabric.
Wow.
You got it? You can also get it in just like a roll. It's an anti-radiation shielding fabric. You can make your own stuff out of it. Sometimes people are making it in designs.
Wow.
Shielding material. Like in designs like this. Sometimes you can even get it in tiles and other things that are cloth. Now you can also give it in other things that look almost like towels. So you have people are coming up with these things called like they're knit caps made of Faraday. They're shields. Let's see if I go down here.
Wow.
Blocking. This is radio protection. These are more. I was trying to see if I can find another one. These are different types of natural meshes. See all this material? It's like this is a rollout for a lot of stuff. They even have Faraday blankets. That Faraday blanket is like when people go to sleep, they put a Faraday blanket on them. And guess what? You know that's going to protect you, right? Some people say they're experiencing better sleep than before when they're doing this. EMR shield solutions, EMF shielding sheets. They come in sheets. Here's the copper fabric. This is another one that reflects also. It's like a copper fabric. You see what's going on? All of this is something that you need to probably start to look at. Now, what I want to do, I want to also show, I'm going to share, I'm going to pull that off of here. I'm going to see if I can find one more for you. If you go to somewhere like Amazon, I want y'all to go to Amazon, right?
Amazon, the king of everything.
The king of everything, right? All right, let me see. Let me punch in. Let me see if I can do it because I was doing it the other day just to see what was out here. I just want to show y'all what's out here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull back to here. Let me go back to here. Share screen.
Is this anything like the grounding blankets, Dr. Paul?
No, it's not grounding. This is reflecting. Got it?
Okay.
And look at the stuff that's out here.
Have mercy.
You got these here. These are hats. They got baseball hats, bro. You got cats, bro. They also have Faraday bags for key fobs.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at
that. For key fobs. I don't know if you heard about it, but they're, the new thing is that, the cars, I know many of you have cars that you just have the fob, you just have to have it on you, and you just push a button when you get in your car. Right? So they're finding out now, if you're in the house, right, they can come up. They have a new it's not a new technology, it's all old technology, where they have this thing that looks like an antenna. Got it? And what it does is trying to mimic and grab your signal that's projecting from your fob. If they can grab that, I can mimic that, and guess what? Open
Jack your car,
up,
buddy.
take the car out. You come outside and say, "Where's my car at?"
Now I know I parked it over here.
So
you have aluminum around.
Right. So what they're saying is that you need to take, when you come home at night, you should take your fob, if you have it, and you put it in some kind of a Faraday bag or a box.
Wow.
You got it? So therefore, it cannot be broadcast. That's what these are right here. See this right here? This is a great gift for somebody. This is a great gift, y'all. See this right here?
Oh, there you go, right here.
Yeah, there you go.
I bought some a couple weeks ago for my key fob, just like you're saying, off Amazon. There you go.
There you go. See, it is. That's the same one right there, bro.
Sure
That's
is.
the same
It's the very same one that's on the advertisement.
And you notice what it says over there. It says bestseller.
Bestseller.
$10, man. You can't beat that.
They saw
$10.
Carib coming. They said, all right, just put out the Carib here next week.
Because when you come home, you never know what this thing, it can actually,
Wow,
it can be
that's deep.
projecting. And then they'll come out. This is the wildest one that I ever saw.
Wow.
I was on Instagram, and they showed this one guy. They had the belt, the camera on them, like the ringtone.
Right.
And they showed the guy. He came up. It looked like them old antennas. You remember them old antennas that used to be on your house?
Yeah, the great big jumper.
Going like this.
Yep.
Well, the two brothers was
Just
walking down the street with
like
this
they're
thing
shooting
in
at
their
your house.
hand. One had a laptop, and the other one had the.
Have mercy. Have
And
mercy.
they just showed how they just walked right into the guy's stuff and opened up the car and just kept it moving. They was gone.
Have mercy.
Got
Have
it?
mercy.
So here's some of the other ones you can get. Here's the box right here. Here's the box right here. See the box? Can y'all see the box? Here's the box right there.
Yeah,
Now, that one would be for all of your. That could be for all of your products right there. That actually deals with a lot of different things. Keyless car entry, safe, RFID, anti-theft signal blocking cages. These are the stuff that you would use.
The world has gone crazy,
All
Dr. J.
sizes also for your laptop and for your pad, iPad, anything that you have. You may want to start to introduce yourself to these things, and you may want to get one. Got it? And you can see it goes deep, y'all. Look how deep it goes in. It goes into backpacks.
Wow.
Got it? You
Wow.
even have travel bags. You got it? Because somebody can go right by you with a certain device
Just
and
pick you off.
it can take your credit cards.
Yeah.
Yes, they can take the signal off of your credit cards and steal your numbers that way. So it's a lot to do with these protection devices. As you see, there's wearable Faraday blankets. See this? Are y'all looking at this? Am I seeing it? Y'all can see this okay, right?
Everybody is.
Okay,
Why so
good.
quiet?
Yeah, it's deep.
That's
Here's
amazing,
the bigger
man.
box right here. This for everybody. Right here. This is
Wow.
everybody car protected right there.
Wow.
Ain't nobody going
Wow.
nowhere. Nobody
Wow.
stealing your car. Got it? So here's the ones that bags here. They're only like $20 for these bags. Here's one here. This is Darkness Faraday bag for computer towers. You got
Wow.
it? I like the hats. I think I'm gonna grab me a hat.
I like that too.
I like
Queen,
the
you
hat,
gave
the
me
knit
an idea.
hats. Yeah, I like the knit hats. But you can
Queen
see
Bee
how.
gave you some ideas. She'll be
What was-
making some.
Yep. So a lot of these are very inclusive. Here's one right here, a Faraday blanket. See this right here? So you know how people put the laptops on their lap? Wrong. But now what could help you with that is this blanket. If you have it on your lap, it will reduce that level of course, protection, and increase that protection for you. Then they got the Faraday bags and different designs. So I wanted to just introduce you to this right now and just say, keep in mind, because more things are amping up when it comes to 5G, and you're going to start to see that more in 2024. Got it?
Wow.
So what you got to
Wow.
do, you're going to need an added level of protection for you and your family. So things like Faraday, wallets, things like, because they got wallets on here too. Did I show y'all the wallets? There's wallets on here somewhere also. I think this is the wallet right here. Is that a wallet? Phone case, signal blocking. They go into wallets. They go into a whole lot of different things. Also, they do have Faraday cages. These are for the EM pulse. If you don't know what an electromagnetic pulse is, that's when if the grid goes down, then it affects your power box at your house. So here are some shields that can help your system from going down. This goes directly to your power box in your home. And if you're with a proper electrician, they can actually help you to design that and put that thing in your car, or some of them go in your home.
Wow.
Because remember, if an EM pulse hits, whether naturally from the sun, what's called an X-class flare, or if it's released by man, which means that comes from an EM pulse, which was released by man, can do that. It'll knock out all electronic devices. So that means electronic devices will not work. That means includes cars. All these cars with all these electronics and stuff, it won't work.
Wow.
But if you have a Faraday shield on there, you got a better chance. You got it? All right. So that's all I wanted to bring to you, family. I wanted to show that to you. Anybody look like they interested in a Faraday bag or something, or a Faraday shield?
Yeah, someone just
Absolutely.
I think you should.
wanted to know.
I appreciate you,
Wanted to know
Dr.
where you can go to get that other than Amazon. I did see something flare about that.
Amazon has the key fob too.
Yeah. So if you have the key fob, see, somebody could be right outside your house, pick up your signal, steal the signal that yours is broadcasting, and open the door and get right up to your car. Steal the signal, and the car thinks like, oh yeah, it must be you. But it's actually they're stealing the signal so that you can open up your car right away. Got it? So keep that in mind. All right. All right, family. I think that's a wrap.
Paul, Dr. Paul, based on what you just said, and that's why people should not leave their key fobs right by the front door.
Amen.
That
makes it easier for that signal to be picked up.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Yep. So definitely keep that in mind. Don't keep it near the door. Keep it somewhere or away from the front door, because that definitely can happen. Some people have the fobs though that you have to push the fob in. I got my car pushed. I have a fob, but I got to push mine in. So that one gives you a little added protection with that. But some that have the fob, you just mash the button. You're kind of wide open with that. So you might want to get a box for that.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right, family. I think we're going to wrap it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell them how they can be a part of the conversation.
Yes.
Also get a transcript of what's going on.
Yeah, no, and of course, always to get a transcript or a confidential chat, as always. Send me an email, guys, to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's mechavideo@gmail.com. To support the family, guess what? Use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan. That's $ BILMORGAN. Okay. And if you come through the bank, you can use that Zelle, and that's Dr. Paul at drpaulherbs.com. That's the ID, Dr. Paul at drpaulherbs.com. Or guys, guess what? We got a P.O. Box over here in Mullica Hill, Central Maine, right here. P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Again, P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Again, bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your friends, bring everybody, guys. This is all. See, you can't get information anyplace else except right here on the Family Tree, right? So get yourself together, guys, and let's rock. And we'll see you in the new year.
All right. I want to wish everyone a very happy new year, and I pray everything goes well. We say more in 2024.
I know that's right.
And I pray that everyone that you've been on this platform, that you got some information that helped you along your way. And that's what we do. It's not our information. It's God's information. It's an interpretation. We're just the ones that we don't heal nothing. Anybody ever say they heal something, they not telling you the truth.
That's right. That's right.
We only are the ones that assess the situation. We feed the body, and then the body corrects itself. The perfect system created by a genius is already inside of you. How about that? That sound about right?
Yeah, buddy.
Can y'all
Yeah,
get
buddy.
an
All day
amen
long.
up in here?
Every time. Every day. Yes, sir, man. All right. Okay.
I want to thank everybody, and yes, we did do a video. And Big B, did you have your music, man? I wanted to try to play yours, but I don't have it.
You know what? I think it's here someplace. Give me. You keep doing it. Let me find
Okay.
it.
I just want to
Okay.
show, people were asking if they did not see the video. I wanted to play it for the family tree. And this was our dedication to, we call it the Magi. Our group is called Magi. And we, for the holidays, want to wish everyone a happy holidays. So we did a video. And if you did not see it, I was going to play it a little bit here. So I want to reach out to and say thank you to everyone all throughout the year for all you've done. Continue to stay on point, on time, on task. Let's give Big B a big old hand over there. Big
Yeah,
B.
buddy. All right.
Thank you, Big B, for all you do all year long.
Thank you, Big Bill.
Big
One
Bill.
L Morgan.
Yes,
One L
indeed.
Morgan. And I don't know, is Prophetess still on here? I haven't seen Prophetess this year. She's still down there. Let's give Prophetess a hand. She ain't showing up tonight. She's still.
Okay,
Yes,
Providence.
Prophetess.
Yes,
Hey, Dr.
Put no
P.
pictures up tonight. But
Dr. P.
Prophetess, we thank you so much, Prophetess, for all you do and keeping
Yeah.
us on point and keeping things in order. And that's why we say this is the platform for family. But things get, upsetting and all around the world and all that's going on, and you hear all the stuff that's going on. It's good to come to a place where you
There
can
you
get it
go.
in order.
That's
See,
right.
we could never find in our cultures, in our communities, things like crazy centers. We didn't see no crazy houses. We didn't see old folks' homes. You didn't even see prisons. We solidified and made things. They went to the leaders and then they worked it out. Got it?
Yes,
That's the way
yes.
we do it. We work it out no matter what's going on. We all are going through something, but I would say let's just continue to stay on point. This is 2024 coming through, y'all. This is the time for power. Y'all know what 2024 means? It's a number 8 year. 8 year is power. That's a power year. That's also a year for money too. So that's
Well, glory.
nice.
Hey, Dr. P, I found it. Listen to this. Here we go.
As little children, we would dream of Christmas morn, of all the gifts and toys we knew we'd find. But we never realized a baby born one blessed night gave us the greatest gift of our lives. We were the reason that he gave his life. We were the he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live.
Was that Bill? One L Morgan singing?
Don't tell nobody, y'all.
OMG. You did what it was him.
Okay, go ahead, Big Bill.
Come on, Big
Right,
Big Dr. P, you started a bunch of mess, Dr. P.
He ain't done yet. He ain't done.
Hey, mama hurt you.
That is awesome, man.
That's all right. Go for more in
Awesome,
24,
man.
right?
Big B, man, when they ask, and your gift for tuning in tonight, you actually give us and you want to get part of when you ask for the protocol or the night program, Big B's going to send that. That's all I got.
crazy.
Say acapella for us tonight.
That's your gift for tonight. I'm sorry, y'all got me because Big B, I know he gonna get me.
Get off the floor, Carol.
He gonna get me. All right, I'm gonna end it up. I want to say thank you so much. I love y'all so much. I was giving y'all a big old hug. Thank you for the support.
I appreciate that.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, y'all. Happy New Year, y'all.
And I pray you
New
can
Year,
see
everyone.
So, hey, Dr. Paul, so there, y'all.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year for sure.
All right.
End off with the presentation that we did, and this is the Christmas song that we did. Not the Christmas song. I'm sorry. This is the one we did. The Drifters. Y'all remember the Christmas song? The Drifters.
Yeah.
White Christmas.
I heard of them.
We did white. We did the other one last year, but this one is actually the Drifters version. So I'm going to turn it over to here. Y'all bless y'all, God keep y'all, and remember, if you're breathing,
y'all got a shot. All right.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Paul.
Thank you, Dr. Paul. Thank you, Big Bill.
A pleasure, guys.
Thank you. Hallelujah, joy.
See it?
Yep. Is that full?
Yeah.
Regimental hairbrush with its rough, tough bristles. Comfortable shave, no matter how tense, is so gentle that it can shake.
Eggs this way, but you do want. I delivered the message. Now.
Hey, Susie Q, what's cooking with you?
What?
Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmas be white.
But I'm dreaming of a white Christmas,
Get it, Dr. P.
just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops listen and children listen to hear
He can go, King Cam.
sleigh bells in the snow.
Badu, 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 badu.
Of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright.
And may all your Christmases be white.
Yeah. Loving it, Dr. P. That's what's up.
That's awesome. Like
Man.
father, like son. Whoa.
Well, hallelujah, y'all.
Wonderful. That was amazing.
My goodness.
All right.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see you soon.
Christmas,
Well,
On top of this thing.
just like the one I used to know.
We'll see you next year. How about that?
Yeah,
That sound
yeah,
like
buddy.
a plan? Put your hands together.
Listen.
About anything that's
yeah. The family. What's up, everybody?
all right.
sleigh bells in the snow. In the snow. Of a white Christmas. Every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright. May all your Christmas.
Hey man, where else can you go to get this?
Hey, that's right.
Yo, what can I say?
All right.
Hey, y'all, see how good God is, y'all. See how good God is, y'all.
How about that?
Yes.
All right, God bless.
That's what family does. It can bring all this kind of stuff together.
Stay on point. Let's continue to be
I just
in
got-
our best
I just
corner
got
with
one-
everything that we got going on. And we'll see you next year. All right.
Who's that?
God
Somebody
bless
that-
y'all.
say
May
that.
God
Who's that?
keep
You gotta
y'all.
say a
Thanks
couple
for
more.
joining
Next
into
year.
the family tree.
I said somebody just said they got one thing to say. Who was that?
Yes. I just had
Oh, her-
one last thing to say.
Yes.
When are y'all going on the road for a trip? You know,
See that, Herb? You better
What
stop.
did he say? What did he
He
say?
want to know when we going on a road for a trip,
On
Dr.
the
Rick.
road? Man, I don't know. I guess we gonna have to go on the road now.
We'll have to figure something out.
That's right. We got to figure something out. We're gonna have to get a a tour going on.
A tour going
Yeah,
in.
yeah. A world? No, it's a world tour.
Oh, excuse me. Well,
Hey, y'all,
They are
we
for
made
sale, aren't they? Aren't those?
2024.
They for
We
sale?
made it to 2024. We some bad something.
I
We
know that's right.
man, something. That's right. That's what I'm saying. So I
Glory.
want to thank everyone. I tell you, I don't mind. We know how we sit together like family and we just talk stuff out. I love this platform. I can't wait to get here some days, and I'm sure you can either. So we want to say continue
That's what families
a
do.
blessing to your families and anything that's going on. Stand in the gap for your family. All right.
Yep.
All right, family. I'm going to throw in a little bit of music as we get. Marcy, I think I can throw in a little exercise. You want me to do that a little bit?
Under the boardwalk. I want to hear under the boardwalk.
Under the boardwalk. We got requests now going on. All right, so let me do this now. All right, I'm just going to tap it out. Go ahead, the music going on. Tap it out. Get the music over here. All right, come on down.
Blessed New Year, everybody. Peace out.
Yeah. Blessings to everybody.
Tap it out. Good. On the other side, tap it out. Good. And breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. With good intentions, right? All that's good. All that's great. All that's awesome. When you wake up tomorrow morning, and every morning, I want you to say it's going to be not a good day, not a great day. It's going to be an awesome day.
An awesome day.
Got it?
Yeah, buddy.
Right, Marcy?
Hey, yeah.
Breathe in.
Breathe out. Yeah, buddy. Hey.
Get that energy, a little qigong going. Good.
All right.
Good. Clap. Clap. And stop. And move that right there. See that on that top one? Feel that energy? Put it over yourself. Bless yourself. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And we'll see ya next year. See you later, Big B.
You got it, buddy.
Love everybody.
Love y'all.
See you, Big Lots, Bianca.
Happy New Year.